And the fact that when we talk about women in leadership or women's rights or accelerating the women's agenda, accelerating action for women's agenda, it's not that we are in competition with men. Mm-hmm. Men are actually our biggest allies. There are amazing men out there who are doing amazing things for affirmative action to ensure that women have safe spaces at work, have better all this kind of things that we're fighting for. Men are our allies. So let's get that out of the way. This is not a competition. It's not a conflict. They are our allies. Yeah. So I would say when we're looking at are women doing enough or are women more, first of all, for me, that would be my argument as to why the women's rep position shouldn't be there. Okay. It has been designed to fail because the women who come into those positions don't really speak for all women. Number one, maybe a majority of them will feel, this is not my voice, or what, that kind of thing. Number two, it's politically motivated. So when something's politically motivated, it doesn't serve the purpose. Number three, it's under budgeted. So you're going to say this lady is not doing her job, but then the funds are not available to do the job, so already failed. And then that creates this narrative of, you see, even if we give them an office, there's nothing they can do about it. It's everyone's problem.
Affirmative action, what's your take of it before Liz comes in? Because that was as a result of this talk of affirmative action.
Yeah, I mean, affirmative action is it's everyone's. It's right up there with what the kind of things that we need. What is affirmative action? Let's start there. I think many people feel that affirmative action is all about feminists and feminist movements. Let's all take off our bras and walk topless in the streets. No, that's not what affirmative action is. It's about having policies that are drawn up that protect women. We were talking about it during the tea break. Our Employment Act says what? 3 months maternity leave paid for women. How is that even okay? It's not. By the time you're back in office, you've lost out on opportunities for promotions. You're still bleeding, probably. You still serve your CS thing. You've got a 3-month-old child at home and you're supposed to be functioning at work. And the men, 2 weeks, again, just like the women reps position, you take those 2 weeks, put your feet up, have a beer, take your time off. So it's a woman's problem again to raise the child. She just birthed, her body is healing, now let her also raise the child. Why isn't it 3 months, 3 months? You get what I mean? Right. So affirmative action is not only about this whole negative, toxic feminism. I'm saying toxic because I feel when women start saying we are fighting men or we want to be like men, we're already cutting ourselves short and we are missing the point. Okay. So affirmative action for me is those, like every girl to go to school, the right to inherit, the right to divorce, the right to marriage, to say yes or no, the right to enjoy sex and not be, your clitoris be removed. All those kind of things, that's affirmative action to us.
Right.
And possibly to just butt in on the role of a women rep in this country. The role of a women rep is not to speak on behalf of the women. It is to provide an opportunity for women to participate in the lawmaking process, to participate in advocacy. So, and that is why I said, as much as, yes, we have provided an opportunity for women to become leaders, how have we structured that role? So that to make sure that women are not being judged by whether they spoke about women, whether they gave sanitary pads, or whether they went to a girls' school to speak, yet there are significant issues that are happening in the society that you as a woman are able to articulate, but you're not speaking in parliament. So that is why we need to provide avenues of measuring the performance of women rep based on the Constitution, not based on the fact that we have thought that women rep are just supposed to speak on behalf of the women.